You're just not like most girls.
I gotta go.
Some girls feel best in the tiny dresses. Some girls, nothing but sweatpants, looking like a princess. Some girls kiss new lips every single night. They're staying out late cause they just celebrating life.
Hey peaches, I'm finally coming at you with this video that I probably recorded about 3 times, and there was always something wonky going on with my camera. So hopefully this time will be the time. But if you guys don't know me or you are just watching my videos for the first time, I am Courtney. If you came over on from my Instagram, then this YouTube channel is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to share a little bit more about me, so it's going to be a little warm and personal. So I hope you guys are ready, because your girl is ready to share. Alrighty guys, so then we'll start getting into the video. Okay, cool stuff. I'm looking down at my phone because I can never remember these things. Okay, thing number 1, I do not scream on roller coasters. I don't know what it is, but I really don't scream in general. I don't really yell, like if I get scared or excited or any of the other following that you would rather scream for. I don't really scream, so I don't scream on roller coasters. I'm probably enjoying the roller coaster, but I'm just like, woo, go roller coaster! I don't know, I think it's a little weird. I find that it's weird that I don't scream on roller coasters because everybody around me is like, yeah, and like screaming and whatnot, and I'm just sitting there, hands up. I'm enjoying it, so if you're on a roller coaster with me, don't feel like I'm not enjoying it. Alrighty, thing number 2, which is actually pretty exciting about this one, but I've always wanted to start a fashion line, but I never felt that I was good enough to start one. So, newsflash, I just found someone to help me start my fashion line, and I'm getting out all my ideas to them, and she's going to be helping me create my clothing. I want it to be very handmade, very hands-on with nature, so I'm super, super excited. But that had to just go with, you know, how I looked like. I was just very self-conscious about myself, and I didn't think that I could even dress for the clothes that I was bringing out, and I just didn't think that I was good enough, to be completely truthful to you guys. I didn't think that anybody would want to wear my clothes that I made, and it was so tiring to live that. So I was like, you know what, even if nobody wears my clothes, I'll wear my clothes. So I'm gonna make this fashion line. So I'm super, super excited for you guys to actually be seeing that when it comes out. Thing number 3, I feel like I'm going through these very, very fast. My best friend makes fun of me for this one all the time. So when I was younger, I used to be a really, really big hoarder. I used to just hoard everything that I could get my little hands on. And my favorite thing was just raw paper. I would love paper. I wouldn't want to use it. I wouldn't want to fold it. I just needed it to be crisp and in a binder. And I was like, yep, that's how I want it to be. So in all honesty, I'm just weird, is all that it is. But I used to hoard everything. I used to have all these purses. So I used to hoard, not only did I hoard the purses, but then I hoarded stuff in the purses. So I had all this junk. So even if I wanted to use these purses, there was all this junk in it, so I couldn't even use a purse. I mean, no sense. I can't even tell you why I wanted to do these things, because I still don't understand it myself. So now, everything that I have, I throw everything out now. I mean, I'm very minimalistic in the sense where, you know, I don't like to keep a whole bunch of stuff in my room, in my house, my apartment, whatever it is, my apartment. And I just feel very cluttered and I need to throw so much stuff out. If I know I'm not going to use it within like the next month or year or anytime soon in the near future, I usually throw it out or give it away, because there's no point of it being in my house. There's no point of it just sitting there, except for, you know, like screwdrivers and necessities and tools and stuff like that, where I don't really know when I'm going to use it, but I'll probably need it. When I was younger, my first dream job was actually to be a marine biologist. I really, really loved animals. I still really, really love animals. And I always just wanted to know more about them. And the one thing that always used to get me was dolphins. I really love dolphins. And I think that it's really cool how they communicate, and it's just interesting to be able to know how they communicate through sound waves and how they go about knowing where the ocean is, because the ocean is huge. Kind of just wanted to know more about animals and how the way they go about living their life, because I was just always so curious. So I did want to be a marine biologist. Later on, I learned that it was a lot of schooling, and it just Alright, well, my camera died. I was talking about marine biologists, so that was cool. Thing 5 is I can't drive more than 30 minutes or I fall asleep. And I don't really know why. If any of you have the same issue, please drop it down below. And because I actually think I need to go to the doctor for it. There's nothing that I can really do to not fall asleep. It doesn't really matter the circumstance. I could have just woken up, had an awesome night of sleep. I could drink coffee, could drink 5-Hour Energy. I can turn the AC on and blast it, blast radio. Nothing works. I just, as soon as I get in the car and after that 30-minute marker, I just start dozing off. And it's really unsafe, and I really want to go get checked out for it, just because I don't want to hurt anybody around me, just as I don't want to hurt myself. So, like I said, if any of you are experiencing the same issue, please let me know, like, what the heck is going on with me, and if there's anything I can do about it, because, you know, I feel bad when I go on road trips with my friends, because homegirl can't contribute to the drive for at least, unless it's 30 minutes, so, which is really nothing. Alrighty, moving on. I'm afraid of weird, unrealistic things. An example, when I was younger, I would just be really, really scared of random deaths that I might have. Like, if I were walking, I'd be like, oh my gosh, this car's gonna hit that rock and it's gonna hit me, and then I think of all these things on how I'd avoid getting hit by this car. And it's really strange, and I don't know why my mind thinks like that. I've definitely kind of been able to more central out those ideas and those thoughts that I got in older. But when I was a kid, it got real bad, and I'd just be so scared of such crazy things. And that's one of the reasons I don't watch scary movies, is because I'll think, you know, I'm walking, I'll be like, oh my god, it's gonna attack me, like, out of nowhere. Because it's not when the scary movie's going on, it's after the scary movie happens. So, just know that you'll never see a scary movie with me, because I won't watch it. I hate bugs. I hate bugs. And it's not like, oh my gosh, I hate bugs, they're so gross. No. Like, I'm super in dislike for bugs. If I see a spider and the spider disappears in my room, I will not sleep in my room that night. That is a fact, and that has happened because I just think unrealistic fears. I think it's gonna crawl into my mouth. I think it's gonna, like, crawl up my nose, and it's gonna lay babies in my throat. I don't know. Like, I just think that it's gross, and I don't like bugs. I won't even kill them, is how much I don't like them. I'll have someone else do it for me, because I don't want to hear, like, the crunch or the squiggle or whatever the heck they do when they die. But I don't want to do it. I don't want to deal with it, so someone else has to. I know you're all probably thinking, oh, this bitch is just a pretty little princess, and she doesn't want to kill anything, but it's just, it's like my heart stops, my body freezes, I'm in, like, shock. You know, like a deer in headlights, that's kind of what it is, but a bug. I, like, stop, I think it's gonna attack me. I don't want to do it, I don't. I just hate bugs. I'm thinking about them right now. I just hate them. I think this is 9. Yeah, this is 9. 9. I used to never cry, and now I cry about everything. So I remember when I was about 9, like the last time I cried was like 3 years, and I think it was because my dog died. And I kid you not, guys, now my pencil could drop and I'm like, why? I don't know. I think, and people always say it's probably because all the crying that I did do over there, now I'm doing. So yeah, just know that I cry pretty much about everything. I still don't really cry during sad movies, and I think that's just because I'm a horrible person. Like if a dog dies in a movie, I won't really cry. I'll just be like, oh my god, the puppy. But pretty much cry for any little thing. Oh, number 10. My biggest insecurity has always been my boobs. I've always hated my boobs. I never liked them. I'm actually trying to get a boob reduction now. I just don't think that they look right on me, and no matter how many times people are like, oh no, you look fine. It's not really like I don't think I look great, but it's just they make me feel uncomfortable. I always had them at a really young age, and I think that was pretty much the basis of my dislike for them, is because I always felt like I was disproportioned, and I just thought that it didn't fit my body type. So yeah, my boobs have always been kind of the main subject of my insecurity. And even when I lost weight, and I lost a ton of weight, and I was super, super skinny, my boobs never really went away, and they kind of just stayed there. And so I know that there's nothing else but a surgical procedure that will help me for that. So I have, tried my I've tried my options to forego surgery, but I've definitely tried pretty much what I can and what I'm capable of doing to be able to lose them. So yeah, so I will be going through that. But I'm super, super excited because I just feel like I'll feel lighter and I'll feel better, and it'll just be a whole new world that I'm super excited for. But anyways, that is the end of my video. They're like mowing in the lawn now after it, so hopefully you guys can hear me, and hopefully I can get this up. But those are your 10 things that you probably didn't know about me. If you guys like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe since it's the first video on my new YouTube channel. And I hope I'll see you guys for more videos later. Bye!